So today we're going to work on the handle, I think, of the cello. I don't know what it's called. And finish the cello, finish everything, all of the detail on it. So I taped this part, and I have here Payne's gray and white. But a bit of mostly Payne's gray. That's what I'm going to do. Like mostly a little bit of white, not much. Because it's going to dry darker anyway. Okay. And now I'm going to paint carefully. Don't worry about the strings. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on this part now. This is a little bit of a detail. Okay, so I'm going to be using a smaller brush in a minute. So this blue, I'm going to remove my masking tape now. This kind of grayish blue is going to go in between here. This part.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, let's take another brush. I'm going to use a round one. This point, just for the details, just so for the little kind of areas where I couldn't reach. All right. Now, meanwhile, I'm doing this. I'm going to let it dry so I can go over it. I'm going to take same Payne's gray and put this detail here. That needs a bit of adjusting. So I'm going to wipe it off. It's not that heavy at the bottom. So it is right here. And then
this is black.
No, this is Payne's gray. Just Payne's gray.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Oh. I thought it was black.
No, I'm using Payne's gray all over. I'm going to use on everything.
Be better. Oh, you remove the...
Yeah. Yeah, once it's done, that's it. A nice, very nice detail, but it's a bit tricky. And also I am going to paint this same color. is I missed this part. It should be orange inside, but that's okay. I can put that with burnt sienna. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna paint the whole thing and then I'll put the detail in burnt sienna. It's easier. Okay. I'm gonna pause for a minute. All right, so let's highlight part of this. I'm gonna add a little bit more white. I'm not gonna highlight the whole thing, but I'll try if I can. Okay, need more. I'll highlight a bit from this side. I'm gonna go up a bit as well. There. Now, meanwhile, I added this little detail right here, and I'm gonna paint it in a different color. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it there. I just used one of those water water-based acrylic colors. I'm gonna let it dry and then I'll highlight it. Now, this, you know, the way I've done it right now, I can add the strings at this point. And some more detail. Okay, I'm going to show you something that you could use for the strings. These are Faber-Castell pen brushes, white tip. Same here. A different tip. This is a little bit, this is like a brush tip, and that one is just kind of chiseled. And also, have you ever worked with this pen? This is, instead of black, it gives you gray. It's really nice for sketching, and you can paint over it. It's for sketchbooks. So this is called, oh, I can't see. Sarasa. I got it from Staples.
Yeah, but is this a pencil or
It's a pen. It's a pen.
Oh, it's a pen.
Yeah, pen.
Oh.
0.5.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, so I'm gonna try to do the strings today with just the brush. I'm not gonna use anything. Just try with the brush. If it doesn't work, then I'll use one of these white pens. Because they're not thick, they're a bit transparent, this white. So it goes on, you know, it gives you that hint, but not too much colored. So for this, I need white, and I'm going to need a bit of burnt umber for the strings, just to tone down my white. And we're not going to put all of the strings. We're going to put just a hint. What is that? Raw umber or burnt umber, it doesn't matter, one of them. Because I'm going to use, I could have used the same blue and white for the strings, but I'm going to have to highlight those little details at, you know, at the bottom too. So might as well do that. Use burnt umber. Before I do this, I'm going to put those two here. There.
This is Payne's gray.
Payne's gray, yeah, just
Yeah.
Payne's gray. I'm going to water it a bit, so it's not too thick. Easier. And when it dries kind of a little bit softer than when it's thick. So
What are you mixing now, Leo?
burnt umber and white.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to put a hint of strings, because I don't want the strings to look like too heavy.
Can you put down a little bit the picture? Yes, thank you.
This is a bit too light. I'm adding more burnt umber in here. And let's see. Yeah. So what we did is we put the color of the, I don't know what it's called, stem, arm, whatever, you know. I'm not a musician, I have no clue. First, like white, light and dark, and then I'm putting the strings on top right now. Hint. Now, okay, this area here, because there's light behind it, I'm going to go darker. So I'm going to take more brown, more of the burnt umber. again, make it a little bit thin. And let's see if it shows, but it doesn't have to show a lot. It just a hint is fine. A little bit of hint is more than enough. There are 4 of them. I'm cheating. I'm not putting 4, putting whatever I can put. Okay, this needs a little bit lighter again. We need to go a little bit lighter now. There's a darker background. There. Done. Now, since I have brown, I'm using brown. I'm going to take this brown, put some white, and I'm going to do the detail at the bottom, some little bit of a, oh, darker. Honestly, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. As long as it's in the right position where it's supposed to be. I need to cover some parts because now I can see that with this detail, it needs to be fixed. Background, okay, let's go darker. Clean up a bit here. And we'll go back to this part. And I'm going to put burnt umber and white on this part. And then highlight my burnt umber and put a bit of a detail. It doesn't really have to be accurate. It's good enough. I'm just gonna add a bit of details here, and we should be okay. So, okay, trying to figure out what's in there. Oh, geez, that's too white. Okay, let's keep it. It's drying really dark. All right. Oh, no color. Jeez. Burnt sienna. Touch of burnt sienna. I'm just gonna clean up a bit. Oh, that's too strong. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of burnt umber in my burnt sienna just to tone down my burnt sienna because I'm gonna put it here at the bottom. And I think there was another area where it needed a bit of burnt sienna, but I can't find it right now. Okay. That's enough. That is perfect. Done. All right, so this is where we're at this week. We finished working on the cello and we put all of the details. And next week we'll start with the figure in the middle, guitar player.